What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today, on today's show of Marvel Bros, we will be having our first look at the Vulture in Across the Spider-Verse. We also have scoops regarding Secret Wars, Wolverine, Silver Surfer, and Ghost Rider. And not to mention, Disney showed off their Real Lightsaber at SXSW. So, I am super happy. Happy Marvel Bros Monday, or Happy Marvel Monday, excuse me, to everybody. I guess I forgot to put that on here, huh? This is Marvel Monday. It's not just a news flash. It's Marvel Monday. It's Marvel Bros Monday. Marvel Bros Monday. We'll just go with Marvel Bro Monday. Bam. That's my bad. There we go. We got everything all right and situated now. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. Like I said, it is Monday, and, you know, it's been a pretty good day for me. I've been chilling. I've been working, been getting stuff done, that's really it. Chilling, working, and getting stuff done. That's basically been my work day today. Had a couple meetings, had two business meetings today, and I think I have another meeting to get into today as well. And I'm excited to get in those and get those started and popping and whatnot. And I hope everyone's really having a good day. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and share on the stream, because it definitely helps with all the things we're trying to get popping out here. Also, you can follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and content that we post every single day. And you can also follow me at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all of the stuff that I talk about, all of the updates, all the things of everything. You feel me? So yeah, we're gonna be getting pretty nerdy today. We're gonna start with our open discussion, then we're gonna get into some pop culture news, and then of course we're gonna end it with Scoop Central, vibing out with all the amazing scoops that the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Beasley himself, puts out there for us to be able to speak on. For our open discussion today, I kind of just wanted to talk about The Last of Us a little bit, because that finale last night was beautiful, man. I loved The Last of Us season finale. The Last of Us is just such a great show. If you guys haven't already, make sure you check out my TikTok account, where I kind of gave one of my, a quick review after the show last night, after we did our watch party and review, which is up for you guys to be able to go back and watch for shortly. I just enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed that show so much. The season finale was definitely a wonderful way to end what we had already been through. Like, we had went through so much, and there was so much duality, I guess you could say, with the way that we started this season and the way that we ended the season. You know what I mean? It's very cohesive all the way through. And as I said I think I said this in my reaction or in my review, is that this is legitimately one of the best video game adaptations that I think we've ever got, like ever, because it was so good. It was so solid. They did such a damn good job of making sure that the game fans and the new people that were coming in were both satisfied. You know what I mean? That we both walked away feeling fulfilled from the show that we just watched, and it was just freaking fantastic, and I had such a great job with it. I had such a great time with it. I mean, I think overall the entire season was probably a 10 out of 10, not even a 9 out of 10. There's really nothing. I mean, I could be a stickler and say a 9 out of 10, because we didn't have as many of the infected as I thought we were going to see throughout the show, because I definitely thought we were going to see a shit ton more of infected. But, it didn't really do a damper for me. It didn't really hurt the series or nothing. Like, I still enjoyed it so much, even though we didn't get a shit ton of infected throughout the entire show. And the infected that we did get, it added so much to the story. And that's just another thing that I said, is every change that they made to, like, from the game, like all the things that they changed from the game to be for the TV adaptation, it was perfect. It was a great choice to change that, because it makes it work so much better in a storytelling manner when you're consuming it in a 9-hour increment rather than however long The Last of Us is, because I'm pretty sure that game is a freaking long time to beat it. I think it's like, I don't even know. How many hours is The Last of Us? 15 hours and 30 minutes for just the main story. For just the main story, 15 hours and 30 minutes, yo. That's insane. Like, and so they basically took that and they almost halved it, not entirely, but you lose out on a lot of storytelling. You definitely lose out on a lot of the gameplay that you would have, right? A lot of the stuff that you would just be. A lot of those other 5 hours are you actually playing the game, really, to be completely honest. Like, that added okay, maybe it's 6 hours, I think. That added 6 hours is you just playing the game. So they really adapted that first season in the first video game, I think, really greatly. And I can't wait for the game to drop on PC on the 31st because I'm going to be playing it all the way through for sure. My guy Mike Beasy, the man, the myth, the legend in the chat himself, talking about This Is the Way. Yes, sir. What's up with it, Mike Beasy? I hope you're having a good one today, my guy. I appreciate you coming in here. We're going to be talking about some of your scoops later, my G. There we go. I'm super hyped to check it out. Oh, that finale was fire. Emotional. Yeah, it was super emotional, yo. The season finale for The Last of Us was definitely emotional. And I really wasn't prepared. Like, I just wasn't prepared for all of the vibes that they gave us. Because there were so many vibes. They did such a damn good job of just portraying everything to us, you guys. Like, it really I was really so pleased with it. Like, I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe how happy I was once the show was ended. Like, I was sad because it was over, but I was happy because we got to experience it. I was happy because the show was so damn good, and there was like not as much hate as I thought there was going to be a lot of hate for this show, and there was not nearly as much hate as I thought there was going to be for the show. There was definitely hate for episode 3 with Bill, is that his name? I always forget their names. There was definitely some hate around that time, but the hate quickly went away and it was quickly just abolished and kind of just got like the hate got flushed away. Basically, the hate got flushed away with how great all of the actors were within the show, and I just loved it. And I think every actor came through and brought their A game. Loved seeing the voice actors come back and even being able to play different characters in the show. Oh man, that's just all amazing. It's so heartwarming that they were able to actually actually incorporate that. Like the game actors into the show, because it's very rare when stuff like that happens. They'll usually be like an extra or something like that, but each I guess you can say that those are the 3 main characters in the game, maybe, Marlene, Joel, and Ellie. I guess you can say those are some of the 3 main characters, sorta. And having those 3 come back, that's just so awesome. It's just so awesome. I just love it so much, yo. I think this show did a tremendous job, and I cannot wait for the next season of The Last of Us. I can't wait to hear how each of you guys feel about The Last of Us. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below how you're feeling about The Last of Us. Definitely rate it out of 10 on the Marvel Bros scale, and let us know how you're feeling. All right. I love Catherine Newton as Cassie Lang, waiting for young Avengers. Yo, what's up with it, Noel Gonzalez? I hope you're having a good one today, Noel. And I couldn't agree more. I thought Catherine Newton did a lovely job as Cassie Lang. I really loved Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I mean, of course, it had some issues, but I didn't have nearly as many issues as most people had with it. But I guess it's because I come with a different level of understanding when I go into these movies, because I do pay attention to a lot of the pop culture news, and a lot of the general audience doesn't know what's going on. Like, a lot of the general audience doesn't know that visual effects teams have been overworked and underpaid. A lot of the general audience doesn't know that, Bob Chapek was coming in and just creating a whole bunch of projects that didn't need to be created, using up the budget that was supposed to be for other stuff. Like, the casual audience doesn't know that type of stuff, so I don't really ever expect anyone to know that type of stuff. It's just when people come through and they be hating like they know all of the facts of what's going on, and then it's just like, bro, like, you don't know all the facts of what's going on, because if you did, you probably wouldn't be hating as much. At some point, we all got to just enjoy stuff for what it is, and that's exactly what I do with the MCU now. Is I enjoy it for what it is. Would I love it to be darker darker? Hell yeah. Would I love it to be a little bit more, rated R? Hell yeah, I would. But it's not that. So we just kind of have to appreciate that. But I thought Catherine Newton did do an amazing job, Noel, for real. I loved the way that they utilized her not being able to actually understand her powers or know how to use her powers in the correct way. Her, in the first movie of Ant-Man, because I watched the entire Ant-Man trilogy. I watched Ant-Man 1, Ant-Man 2, and then I went to the movies and watched Ant-Man 3. I've seen Ant-Man Quantumania about 3 or 4 times. And when I watched it the last time, I watched the entire trilogy. And in the first movie, when Scott is first learning how to be Ant-Man, Hank Pym specifically says, if you don't time stuff right, I don't think it's Hank Pym. I think it's Janet. Hope tells Scott, if you don't, if when you're small and you're about to hit somebody, if you punch too hard, you can shoot through them like a bullet, but if you punch too soft, you will bounce right off of them like the size, because of the size that you are. And I just really loved seeing that be the case with Cassie. I really wish they would have had her punch way too hard one of the times and like freaking punch through something. That would have been freaking awesome, because it would have just been a really good callback to that. They kind of did do that already with her bouncing off of stuff, but I just wish you would have kind of punched through something, just learning. And one of the times when she grows and becomes big again, she almost falls over from the landing of her doing it. And I just really love just those little things like that, because it just gives that much more I guess cohesion to her actually being young and actually trying to learn what's going on. I can't wait for Young Avengers as well. I believe me and Mike Beasley were just talking about something regarding Young Avengers in his Discord. Let me see if I can find that real quick, just so I can let you guys know what's happening. Man, maybe that was like a week ago or something. I don't know how long ago that was. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, that must have been a minute ago, because I don't see. Man, what were we talking about when it came to the Young Avengers? I cannot remember. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. Oh, well. Wait, no, here it is. Nope, that's not it. I can't remember. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think it'll be freaking awesome once we get all of that stuff going. Young Avengers is going to be really dope. I thought we were going to get the Young Avengers coming out of this movie, coming out of Ant-Man Quantumania. I definitely thought we were going to have that be one of the main things that we were going to be focusing on. I thought the post-credit scene for Ant-Man and Quantumania was going to be like Civil War, kind of. You know how at the end of Captain America, is it Civil War? No, it's a Winter Soldier, I think. When we come to the end of the movie, right? We get to the end of the movie, and what happens? We see Scarlet Witch, we see Falcon and different other Avengers just standing there, and he's all, let's get to it, Avengers, or whatever the hell he says at the end of the movie. And I think it's a post-credit scene. Maybe that's Age of Ultron, but I think it's one of the Captain America movies. But you see all of the new team come together, and then that was really dope. And it was like, I was like, oh shit, that's dope. And then what I was expecting was there to be a moment like that at the end of Ant-Man Quantumania, to where, Scott and Hank and all of them are kind of talking to Cassie, and then she tells them she wants to introduce them to somebody or something, and it's the Young Avengers team, and then the movie kind of ends or something like that. I don't know why, but that's kind of what I was hoping that the person that she worked on the Quantumania device with was also one of the Young Avengers, maybe, or something. That was kind of a letdown. I'm not going to lie, just a little bit. But it's still solid. The movie was still really good. I want MCU release date for Silver Surfer and Ghost Rider on Disney Plus in the Multiverse Saga. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about those things. We're going to talk about Ghost Rider. We're going to talk about Silver Surfer. We're going to talk about all of that. And I am super hyped for that. You know what I mean? I'm super hyped for all of it. I hope we do get some dates and at least some casting soon. And I hope we get some casting and stuff for that soon. I'm just really hyped for it. Yup, we were talking about Vision Quest. That's right. I had posted a tweet on the Twitter sphere, and it was like, yo, Vision Quest, like White Vision is one of my most anticipated people that I'm looking forward to coming in the future of the MCU, and it feels like everybody just looked over him. And then Mike Beasley commented and was like, "Yes, sir, the Children's Crusade." That's what he said. He said, "Make sure to read Children's Crusade," and I was like, "Oh shit, the Children's Crusade." So we talking Young Avengers, and he said, "Yup." So, bruh, I am super pumped. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping Vision Quest does a little bit more for the Young Avengers. I definitely want the Young Avengers to be built up. You know, I wish we would get a little bit more breadcrumbs, but that's only because it's like, you know, it's been so long. Like, just think about if we never would have had like COVID happen and those delays come in, bruh. Could you imagine where we would be in the MCU right now? Like, we would be so much further ahead than what we have at this time, which is insane to even think about. We want Shang-Chi 2. I definitely want Shang-Chi 2. But before we get Shang-Chi 2, I want Shang-Chi to show up in something else. That's really one of my biggest pet peeves and concerns with Phase 4 and moving into the future is I need way more crossover, bro. Like, I need way more crossover. A lot of these characters don't, I think we even were talking about this somewhere, and it was the fact that characters do not, I think this was also on Twitter, characters do not need to continuously have movies, right? I think from here on out, no character, unless they get the mantle passed on, no character should have more than a trilogy of movies. After they get that first trilogy, they should just be reoccurring characters throughout the MCU everywhere. Like, you know what? It would have been really dope to see Ant-Man actually be in something else other than Ant-Man movie. Well, he was an Ant-Man. I mean, okay. I mean, it wouldn't have been. I mean, it was dope to see Ant-Man pop up in Civil War, and then him be the main key for Endgame and stuff like that. It was dope to see Iron Man in the different Spider-Man movies, in Civil War as well, and then be in Avengers movies, you know? Like, that's the type of crossover we need. I know it gets really hard to do crossover like that when you have characters of a certain level, because then you have to ramp up every threat, so there is a need for multiple characters to come together. But at the same time, you know, like, how much does it hurt? How much would it have hurt, like, Thor? Like, how much would it have hurt the Thor movie for, you know, like, anybody else, for the Guardians of the Galaxy to actually be in the movie a little bit more, right? Like, that wouldn't have hurt the movie at all. That was dope to see, and that's more of the level of crossover that we're all looking for. I mean, don't get me wrong, once again, Wong was in She-Hulk, and that was dope. We have had a lot of crossover within this phase of the MCU, especially with I almost called her Viola Davis. What's the agent's name? The FBI director's name, who was married to our homeboy from Black Panther, the homie, Watson. I can't think of her name, but her. It was really dope to see her. Oh, her name is like right there. I almost said Winona Ryder, and I know that's not right either. But it was really dope to see her in the different projects. She was in Civil War. She was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier for the post-credit scene with U.S. Agent. She was also in Black Widow in the post-credit scene with Yelena Belova. And then we see her in Black Panther. All of that is really dope, and we need more cohesion like that, but with actual superhero characters. But and then again, I'm like kind of putting my foot on my mouth because we had Captain Marvel at the end of Miss Marvel, and then, you know, it was only because of a lot of scheduling conflicts why more shit like that didn't happen. So I guess really what I'm saying is I'm hoping that we get to see more cohesion with all of these characters in the future of the MCU. I'm pretty sure Eternals at this point is the only thing that we haven't seen have any crossover with anything in Phase 4. To be completely honest, now that I've kind of talked my way through this, I think I'm pretty sure in Phase 4 the only thing that we haven't seen any crossover from is that. And I guess technically Shang-Chi as well, but you can kind of put Shang-Chi in there with She-Hulk, because we got that whole scene from Shang-Chi in the She-Hulk show as well as Wong. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure Eternals is the only show that hasn't had, or the only movie that has hella crossover, or has had no crossover to this point. No, that's not true, because they mentioned Tiamat Island and She-Hulk as well, but it was a really tiny mention, so we'll still say Eternals is the only one. But I mean, they did mention giant Tiamat, like giant person coming out of the ocean. They did say that on She-Hulk, so I guess that does count, but I'm gonna be nitpicky, and we're gonna say it doesn't count. Yo, what's up with it, Team Samurai? How you doing, my guy? I hope you're having a good one today. I hope everyone's having a good one right now. If you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream, because it helps out tremendously. And we're talking about, we're having our open discussion right now, kind of just talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. So if you guys have anything you want to discuss, Marvel, DC, anything, drop it in the comments section right now, and we'll get to that and talk about it. Yeah, he almost says Avengers Assemble, and they cut him off before saying Assemble. That's right. What the hell was up with that? Right? Like, what the hell was up with the cock tease of not being able to say Avengers Assemble? Like, was that owned by Sony or something? Like, they would not say that shit. Like, it feels like we should have heard that way more than we did. Like, in the animated shows and shit, they say it every episode. Like, Captain America says that shit every episode. Like, we should have heard it more than the 2.5 times that we've heard it, my guy. But hopefully it's more in the future. You know what I mean? Hopefully they do more in the future. Yes, Children Crusade. Yeah, I don't know about Children's Crusade. That's something that I'm going to get into this week, is Children's Crusade, kind of figuring out what that's about, going through it. I've read it. Everything that Mike Beasley gives us to read, I have read it. So I'll start doing that. Doing like a worth the read or something like that. Mike Beasley's read list or comic book watch. Mike Beasley's book. I don't know. I almost had it. I lost it. I want Armor Wars. Armor Wars is one of my most anticipated things that's coming to us. No cap. Like, I am so hyped for Armor Wars. It's ridiculous. And I think Armor Wars is one of the only Disney Plus projects that's been turned into a movie. And hopefully now that Bob Iger is back, he's going to want to put a little bit more into that, which we're going to talk about later. But, yeah, that shit was lit. Shang-Chi and the Marvels, I think that would actually be really dope. It would be really dope to see Shang-Chi and the Marvels, especially because I am, like, at least 200% sure that the Bengals and the rings are connected in some way, shape, or form. Also, another disappointment for me when it came to Ant-Man Quantumania is that they didn't have the power source connected to Shang-Chi's 10 rings. It may still be in some other unit or something, I don't know, but that could have been perfect cohesion, and I was really bummed that had nothing to do with the beacon that Shang-Chi was talking about, but hopefully it does, and we just don't know it yet. Yo, what's up with it, Nighthawk? I hope you're having a vibe tiddly-tastic Monday today, my brother. How are you doing? How is everybody doing? I'm rewatching Phase 4. Nice, bro. I just rewatched Phase 4 recently. Rewatched all the shows. I haven't rewatched the movies yet, but I rewatched all the shows, and they were all incredible on the second watch. Like, everything that I was mad about, like, I literally was not mad about anymore on the second watch through of everything. I appreciate every single show so much more watching them twice. I appreciate WandaVision way more than I did the first time, because WandaVision was like, it was first and foremost, WandaVision was the first project that we got out of COVID. WandaVision and Black Widow, the first two projects that we got out of COVID. Those should not have been the first two projects that we got into directly out of COVID, right? And then we moved into other stuff, and it just was very let down because we had such a long break from the MCU, and we weren't supposed to. It was supposed to be a consistent wave of MCU content, and the only reason we got a break from it was because of COVID. So I really feel like, going back and rewatching everything, it gives you a better ability to step away from all those feelings that you had the first time. Unless you're watching it with your predetermined expositions, I guess, or your predetermined thoughts and shit about the show, then of course it's going to be It's gonna be like whatever you're looking for, you might find it. But I was going in with such a way more of an open mind, and I just appreciated it so much. It was so good. Like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier might be one of my favorite projects after the rewatch, bro, because just to how real it was and everything. I just really appreciated it. Really appreciated everything on the rewatch. Can't lie. Contessa. Yes, Valentina Cortez, Contessa. Yeah, her, yo. She was everywhere. I love how they tied Shang together via Wong. Yeah, that was lit. I really like that too. Because for a second, I was like, hey, yo, what are we seeing right now? Are we about to get some wild shit? But no, like, it's Wong, bro. And then that's awesome. Give me more Wong. Wong needs his own show. He needs to be in more stuff. Yeah, the bangles and the rings are basically the new Infinity Stones. Oh, okay. So my thought process is correct. It just isn't coming to fruition in the amount of time that I want it to. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Because bro, like the confirmation of seeing the bangle, of seeing the 10 ring symbol in Miss Marvel, legitimately, like I almost passed out when it happened. I was like, I told all of you, like, yeah, that was hype. That was a hype moment for real, especially because there were so many people like here to share that moment with at the time on Marvel Bros. It was awesome. I'm loving Miss Marvel on the second watch. It's so funny. Yeah, Miss Marvel was definitely a definite. I wouldn't say a diamond in the rough, but it was one of the hidden gems of Phase 4 that I think a lot of people gave up on a little bit too soon. I don't know what the hell everyone was expecting, but I really hyped with Phase 4. Phase 4 gave us almost everything that we asked for. The reactionary phase. We didn't want to just get back into the bullshit right after the Infinity Saga. We wanted to see how the events of the Infinity Saga actually rippled throughout the universe and what happened and how people are reacting and the things that it has caused to occur. And it did that completely, like with the Eternals, with Shang, every show, the Eternals, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Those movies really, really were capitalized on the after effects of what has happened in the MCU. In the entire Infinity Saga, and I thought they did a really great job with that, and Hawkeye as well. Hawkeye did a really good job. I loved Hawkeye. On the second watch, I loved Hawkeye way more. The first watch, I was furious with Hawkeye, but the second watch made it so much more palatable. Like, I believe everybody should rewatch everything just to be like, oh, no, yeah, we missed the MCU and we didn't get back to the MCU that we wanted to get back to after that super long break. I want a Fantastic Four young cast. Yeah, super. Yeah, I need the Fantastic Four cast young. I mean, it's very unfortunate. Mike Beasley kind of talked to us about this, right? That we're not going to get the young cast because they're going to have the kid. They're going to have Franklin and I don't know what the hell. I don't know why Winona is in my brain so heavily, but Winona Ryder is like just in my brain, and I don't know what the reason is. But yeah. Fantastic Four cast isn't going to be young per se because they're going to have their children. Franklin and Valeria, is that her name? Valeria Richards? I think that's what her name is. I might be wrong about that, but I think her name is Valeria. I don't know why, but that's just the name that came to my mind. But yeah, yes, I'm so hyped. Ms. Marvel, definitely underrated. Super underrated, bro. Super underrated. And then the post-credit scene of her and Captain Marvel switching places like that, that was peak, man. That was just amazing. And not to mention, we're supposed to see in the movies the Marvels, and the video just came out not too long ago. But supposedly in the Marvel's movie, Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel are supposed to be switching places like that periodically throughout the show or throughout the movie. Not sure what the hell not Tiana, but her name is Tiana, but Photon. Not sure what Photon's going to be doing in that movie, but I think all that's going to be hype, City. I want Young Avengers full cast. I mean, let's think about this. Let's talk about who the Young Avengers could be, okay? When we look at this, when we look at all the characters that's been introduced, we got young Loki, Isaiah Bradley, Miss Marvel, of course. We could go with Hawkeye, even though she's not necessarily young. She's like out of high school, but she's not an adult yet, so that's why she's technically still a Young Avenger. The kids from WandaVision, Ironheart, and that's kind of it. Maybe there's one more. Oh, Cassie. My bad. Cassie. So that's 8 right there. That's 8 people. And out of those 8, I think that we might not see Isaiah Bradley come to fruition all the way. We might not see Kid Loki. And we might not see... That's really it. So these other... What is that? That's 6? Yeah, those other 6 people, I think it's very possible to see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So I think those 6 is very possible that we see them as the Young Avengers. But, you know, Kid Loki and then the other one that I was talking about is really unknowing what could happen with that. I think Multiverse of Madness and No Way Home was just a little taste into the monstrosity of the multiverse and what it could do. Oh, definitely, bro. Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man No Way Home, Loki, and then some of Quantumania, kinda. Those all were just tastes of what actually is going to happen. That's just a little bit of a taste of what's going to happen for real in the grand scheme of the multiverse. And I don't know if anyone else caught the duality of, well, no, we'll talk about that more in our Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania actual like discussion. And I know I keep delaying that because shit's just been coming up, but I'm hoping to actually have a full-blown Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania spoiler filled discussion this week so we can all kind of get in there and talk nothing about Ant-Man Quantumania, and I can like let out all of the shit that I have to say about it, and you guys can definitely, you know, let out everything you got to say as well, because I got a lot to say about that movie. Laughing my ass off. Franklin and Val. There we go. I knew you knew what I was saying. Miss Marvel is indeed a good show. Yo, what's up with the Renato? I hope you're having a fantastic Monday, my guy. And yeah, Miss Marvel was awesome. I loved it. Loved it even more on the second watch. Tommy and Billy, a.k.a. Wiccan and Speed. That's right. Miss America. There we go. Miss America. Okay, so we got Miss America, Miss Marvel, Isaiah Bradley, Wiccan, Speed, Hawkeye, Ironheart, Kid Loki. I think that's it. I mean, we could say Spider-Man. Like, we could say Spider-Man, but nah. We ain't gonna say Spider-Man. And that's very interesting. Like, and that's why I say maybe for Hawkeye and Ironheart, because it would be really weird. Because I'm pretty sure they're either the age of Peter Parker or older. So it would be weird for them to be Young Avengers when Peter Parker's technically an Avenger. Or Spider-Man, excuse me. You know what I mean? That would be definitely very interesting. I don't know how I would feel about that. I can't wait to pop out laughing in the theater when we see Morbius, Venom, Vulture, Kraven the Hunter, and Madam Web come out of a portal together in Secret Wars. Yeah, that's definitely going to be insane. I think that Sony is going to, you know, kind of spin that web into the multiverse saga of what's going on. It's only right, especially because... And that's why I really hope Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 and 2, I really hope that they somehow coincide with what's going on within the multiverse. Like, and I really want to see the Spider-Man from the Disney Plus show that we're supposed to get pop up in that Across the Spider-Verse Part 2, possibly, because I think that would be dope. You know what I mean? All the other Spider-Men and whatnot are after Peter Parker. The movie ends with whatever the hell is happening, and then we get the Disney Plus show, and then in Part 2, we see that character be added into the multiverse somehow, some way, or something like that. I just would really, really, really like that, bro. I would really like that. Do I think it's actually going to happen? No, but I think that would be a freaking amazing. I want Spider-Man Freshman Year on Disney Plus. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I'm talking about too. I really want Spider-Man Freshman Year as well. I think Spider-Man Freshman Year is one of the projects that Spider-Man freshman year and X-Men 97 are going to be peak, bro. Like, I think those are going to be some of the best animated projects that we've got in a long time when it comes to like that. Marvel animated stuff, because Marvel animated stuff really isn't always awesome. DC definitely does a great job with animated stuff. Sony definitely is involved in Secret Wars. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. That's right, Mike Beasley. Across the Spider-Verse mentions the events of No Way Home in the film, I heard. Ooh, that would be dope if it mentioned the events of No Way Home. I would really like that. We need Peter Parker in that movie. Well, I think there was a rumor that we were supposed to get the Spider-Men in that movie. You know what I mean? The Spider Bros, like the Spidey Bros that we've already seen in No Way Home. Apparently we're supposed to see them in the movie. I don't know how true that is. I would love for Miles Morales to go into live action. and it'd be all like canon from that. Like, oh shit, that would be crazy. Hell yeah. Like, man, like that was some good discussion right there, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. That was some good open discussion right there. So for right now, we're gonna end the open discussion. And now we're gonna get into some more of the pop culture news that's actually been occurring over these last over this last week, I guess, over these last couple of days as well. We're just gonna kind of nerd out, talk about the stuff, check out some stuff, and yeah. Let's see. The first thing we have is we have our first look. Actually, before we get into that, yo, I don't know if you guys know, but you can now go get you some Dom's Bomb popcorn immediately. And I mean, the popcorn is bomb. And if you don't believe me, just listen to Dom.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Dom's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
And you can go and get your Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn today. The popcorn is bomb. The flavors are delicious. I'm trying to tell you, the flavors is amazing. My favorite is definitely strawberries and cream. I love that flavor. I keep telling y'all, so make sure y'all go check it out. Get you some Dom's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn today, cause it's fire. And have I done y'all wrong yet? No wrong answers. No wrong answers. Bam, there we go. All right, so let's get into the first thing that we have to check out today when it comes to our pop culture news stuff. And this is actually pretty awesome to me. I'm not going to lie to you. I really like this. It looks super dope. It looks super lit. And that is, we have our first look at the Vulture in Across the Spider-Verse, yo. And I really think this is amazing, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, oh, shit. Where am I at? Where did I go? No? Okay. Where am I? Where did I go? Here we go. Bam. 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 There I am. Bam. Bam. And bam. Wait. Bam. There we go. Boop. There we go. My bad, y'all. I don't know why I wasn't right there. That was insane. Am I not here either? Nope, I'm not here. Let's put me up. Oh, maybe I was here. Nope. My bad, y'all. I don't know what's going on. There we go. All right. Jeez Louise. So yeah, speaking of Into the Spider-Verse, yo, this is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super happy that we moved away from this type of look for the Vulture when it came to the live action Spider-Man stuff. I think I think it's a really smooth move and idea to get away from that look all the way, or the actual bird type of look. I'm not a fan of the actual Vulture being an actual vulture, but that's just me. That's just me. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I am more of a fan of the Vulture when he's not a vulture for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, yo, this is dope. Really hyped for this movie. Can't wait for it, and I know you guys are hyped too. Okay, next thing up on the pop culture news. Now for our news update, James Gunn says that they are working on getting Wonder Woman into more animated content. Specifically, he said, I don't have her here, but specifically he said, I agree that there hasn't been enough of her in that area, and that was one of the first things I brought up to the animation folks. And I agree, yo. I agree there's definitely not enough Wonder Woman animation stuff. There's not enough Wonder Woman, period. I think Wonder Woman just gets... I wouldn't say get done... I don't think Wonder Woman gets done wrong, but I don't think she gets as much justice as she should. Wonder Woman is literally like the pinnacle of like female superhero. Like, you know? Like when people think of a female superhero... They don't think of like Batgirl first. They don't think of Superwoman. They don't even think of Supergirl first. I don't think of any. Majority of people are gonna think of Wonder Woman first and foremost. And it's kind of wild that there hasn't been more Wonder Woman stuff, and that the Wonder Woman content that we've got already hasn't been, up to par. Hasn't been amazing. It hasn't been something really awesome, and that sucks. And hopefully James Gunn does Wonder Woman justice. And as I just said earlier, DC always does wonders with animated content. Like always does wonders with animated content. So, and we know that James Gunn is trying to create more animated content that would be cohesive with the rest of the DCU. So that would be a dope way to get some Wonder Woman stuff happening as well. Don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what that means or, what would be going on. But I don't know what type of content we would be looking at here, but I do think it's a good idea. I would definitely want to hear how you guys feel about getting more Wonder Woman content. Do you think we need more? Do you think we need more better content? Do you want only live action stuff for Wonder Woman, or are you okay with Wonder Woman getting some animated content here and there? I definitely want to hear how you guys feel about that in the comment section down below. Moving on to our next news update today. Michael Shannon. Hold on, actually, let's bring this up. Blow. Michael Shannon praises Andy Muschietti's work with Zod in The Flash. Everybody who works with him just adores him. He's really creative. Much like Zack Snyder was, and very, very visual, he's a brilliant artist, yo. I love that we're going to get some more General Zod in The Flash. I think that's probably one of my most anticipated things about this movie is that we're going to be seeing Zod be one of the big bads. Like, he's not going to be the big bad, of course, but seeing Zod again is going to be freaking awesome, bro. It's gonna be awesome, and I just cannot wait for it. Like, I really cannot wait for it. Zod was super dope in Man of Steel. The fight between him and Superman, legit one of the dopest fights that has happened in comic book movies, just realistically. And I really can't wait to see how he does in this movie. I can't wait to see the differences with Supergirl versus him, the things that she does different versus what Superman did different. I know that's gonna spark up a lot of argument and hate on the internet and whatnot, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, Superman did it by himself," and all that type of stuff. I understand, and I'm okay with that. I just can't wait to see the parallels and the differences between Supergirl and Superman fighting Zod, because Zod is not a force to be reckoned with. Zod's not the type of guy that you can really talk down or just like have an understanding with unless he's feeling nice that day. And I think that although I do have some gripes with the Man of Steel, I think that they portrayed although I have my gripes with Superman in Man of Steel, I think they portrayed General Zod perfectly. I think General Zod is like a perfect rendition in this. So I really, really, really can't wait to see Zod again and him fighting Supergirl as well as the Flash and even Batman possibly, because it seems like that's what's gonna happen, as we're gonna get into this universe and it's gonna be Batman and the Flash, maybe both Flashes that are also helping Supergirl fight Zod, and that will all be really dope to see as well. I just have so many high hopes for the Flash movie, and I think everybody does at this point. The Flash movie has so much potential to be like top 10 comic book movies for me, especially after we saw that dope ass trailer. So yeah, like the Flash seems like comic book movies done right. I'm not gonna lie to you, just because, like I was saying earlier, there should be characters in it. There should be other characters. All that shit should be going on if that's the universe that you've already established. That's just what needs to happen. And I'm all the way here for it. All the way. So let's see what they do with this shit, because man, is it possible that the Flash flops? Yes. I could see hashtag Flash flop already happening. I am not one of the people that thinks that's going to happen. I'm all for James Gunn's new universe. I'm also all for Netflix having the Snyderverse, even though I don't think that's going to happen, because Zack Snyder, the last thing he wants to do probably is make those movies. I'm just saying, especially when he has a plethora of catalog that he can tap into and do whatever the hell he wants, whenever the hell he wants, because Netflix is just like, go ahead, bruh, make movies, G. Go ahead. We ain't even worried about nothing else. Just make the movie. So I don't know if he's going to want to do that, but who turns down money at the same time? So I'm here for whatever does happen, and I am so hyped for this movie. This week, we also get the Shazam movie that's going to be coming out in theaters on Thursday, of course. I will be seeing the movie at IMAX, as I do see all the movies. I'm going to see this movie. I'm not super hyped for it, not really. I will, of course, be doing my theater review on Thursday. I forgot all about that movie is coming out, so we might not be able to do the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania thing. We might have to do that for Superfan Friday, which is probably fine. But I haven't really heard one good thing about Shazam, I don't think. So it's just that it's definitely going to be really interesting to see what happens. I know I saw some stuff about Wonder Woman coming out, and I think it had to do with the Shazam movie as well. I don't know. I didn't look too deep into it. I'm kind of just trying to stay away from all the stuff, because I know within this last week they're going to like pump it up the ass with ads and commercials for Shazam, and I don't want to get anything. I don't want to see too much or spoil too much or any of that, so I'm super hyped for this. If I went and saw Black Adam, I'm going to go see Shazam. You know what I mean? It's only right. So I'm hyped for this movie, though, for real. Can't wait to see what happens for the future of this movie and for the future of just DC and all. It's going to be very interesting. This is going to be an interesting year for DC. My most anticipated things coming out of DC this year are definitely Blue Beetle and The Flash. The Flash is definitely my number one, and then go to Blue Beetle. But overall, it's the Flash is my most excited. Like the Flash, Blue Beetle, Shazam, Aquaman 2. I could give 3 about Aquaman, bro. Like I'm not even trying to be rude. I just never gave a about Aquaman from the jump, so I don't give a about Aquaman now. But Shazam, I'm here for Shazam. I'm actually more hyped for Shazam than I am Aquaman. So that's just how I feel. But yeah, and that's just that. But moving on to our next bit of news, and this bit of news is actually freaking amazing. I haven't watched this video yet because I wanted to check it out with you guys first. I don't know if any of you guys saw this, but Disney actually showed off their real lightsaber at SXSW. No idea what SXSW is, but they basically showed off their real lightsaber and what that looks like and stuff. So I'm dope. I'm freaking hyped and excited to check this out. I have never seen this video. This is my first time checking out this video. So I don't know if anybody of you have seen it, but I'm really hyped to see what this real lightsaber might be like. And just how real is it? That's my question as well. Oh, wait. Let me unmute that real quick. There we go.
It's a true wow moment for our guests and for me, as you can tell. I love firing this thing up as much as I possibly can. No, they told me only twice.
Oh my God! This was a hard project. This was not easy.
Oh my God!
But it was absolutely worth it because, as you can see, you know, this is a way to feel like you're in the film. It is such an iconic moment, and we knew if we.
Oh shit!
Wow moment for our guests and for me, as you can tell. I love firing this thing up as much as I possibly can. No, they told me only twice.
Oh my God!
Son!
This was a hard project. This was not easy, but it was absolutely worth it because, as you can see, you know, this is a way to feel like this was a hard.
Only twice.
Oh my God!
Only twice.
Oh my God!
Son, that shit is fire. Are you kidding me? Bruh. Did you hear the sound effects for that thing too?
No, they told me only twice.
Oh my God! This was a hard project. This was not easy, but it was absolutely worth it because, as you can see, you know, this is a way to feel like you're in the.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Whoa!
Film. It is
Maybe
such an iconic
maybe I'm
moment.
more hype about that than everybody else, and that's okay. But dog, that is next level right there. Like that is that is next level. I've been waiting for this for my entire life, bro. That looks hella real. That looks like I could chop someone in half, bro. Are you kidding me? That legitimately looks like you could chop somebody in half. Yeah, definitely drop a like on the stream if you guys are here for the real life lightsaber, my guy. Like what? Like the way it came out, and retracted. That's awesome. Holy shit. I can't believe it. More people need to know about this. Do you know this? Have you heard about this? This shit is amazing. What? Yeah. Hell yeah. That's dope as hell, bro. I definitely need to get one of these. I wonder how much it is. I definitely wonder how much it is. I don't know what SXSW 3 is though. Okay, so I'm seeing someone says lots of people don't get that these are theme park props, not consumer-ready products. I bet they fail a bunch and aren't even sturdy. Far as I can tell, they only use them for fight openers, and then they have battle-ready lightsabers hidden on stage or hidden on set for the fights. Okay, that's pretty dope. Oh, I forgot about my coffee. Damn, that's just probably cold. Damn, I forgot all about my coffee. That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the dopest thing I've ever seen. That's probably one of the dopest things I've seen this year. I'm trying to think of something else that I've seen that's dope like that. That's amazing. I don't know what else to say about that, y'all. Y'all tell me how you feel about that, and if you need one of these real lightsabers, because your boy definitely needs one. Like today. Not tomorrow, but today. Bruh, that shit was lit as hell. All right. Moving up on to our next topic that we have for our pop culture news. Jenna Ortega Wait, where's she at? Where's she at? Jenna Ortega says they are looking to up the horror aspect when they get Wednesday out of the romantic situation for season 2, yo. So they're gonna up the horror, and that's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, there's an article. We're not gonna read the article right now, but yo, that's exactly what I want, is more horror from Wednesday. I don't know if any of you guys watched Wednesday. Let me know how you felt about Wednesday. I actually really enjoyed it. I haven't put out a review about Wednesday. I need to do some stuff like that. It's time for me to get back to doing my shit. But I really appreciated Wednesday, but I did want it to be a lot more horror and scary rather than what they gave us with the whole I don't even care about the romantic stuff that they gave us. I just really wasn't the biggest fan of it being more like Nancy Drew. I thought it was, I'm okay with it now, but I definitely would like more horror if they're going to make it her solving mysteries. I would like it to be a lot more horror tones to it than, because with the whole mystery thing and then adding on some other stuff, it makes it feel a little less serious. And I don't know how serious it's supposed to be in the first place, but when I was initially introduced to Wednesday, I believed that it was going to be a lot darker than it was. Like, I thought it was basically going to be like how they did Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and they had like straight up demons and the devil and witches for real and dark magic. I thought it was going to be like that level of seriousness, but just for the Addams family, focusing on Wednesday. It was not that. And that did let me down a little bit, but I got over it, and now I do enjoy the show a lot more. I think I probably would need to rewatch it so I could have a better understanding and a better feeling about it overall. But I did like it. I had a really good time with Wednesday, and I think I binge watched it. I probably need to binge watch it again, like I said, but I had a good time with it after I got over my initial, oh, she's Nancy Drew. I didn't understand that at first, because I definitely didn't know that Wednesday was going to be Nancy Drew. I thought Wednesday was I thought she was going to be more like Sabrina. And I'm all the way here for it, you know? I'm all the way here for that. And I think, you know, this is dope. And I'm here for it. I hope you guys are here for it. I hope you guys enjoyed, I was about to say Sabrina, but I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I enjoy Jenna Ortega quite a bit. I think she's a good actor. I think she should be in more stuff. I would love to see her. I would love to see Jenna Ortega and the girl that played Cassie in something together. I think that would be amazing to see them be in something together, because they're both really good actors, and I think they're around the same age as well. I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah. And on to our next topic of the day. Also, like I said, let me know how you guys feel about Wednesday and the whole romantic situation. Last thing on that, I heard that they were talking about her possibly being lesbian in the show. I hope they don't go that way, because there's been not one hint of that yet. So if they did that, it would be just for the sake of adding it. Nah, please don't do that. Please don't do that. People that make the shoe, that would be lame. Because it's going to cause everybody to hate on it, and it's going to cause a whole bunch of controversy. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. If it was in the story, if they hinted at it in the first season, I'd be all for it. I don't think they hinted at it at all with her and her roommate, but I think some people just kind of shipped them together, you know, which is what fans do. Fans ship whoever they want to together, and that's fine. Keep it a fan thing. Don't make it real. Because I think that's going to turn a lot of people away, and I don't think the show needs that type of flack, for a lack of better words. But moving on to our last thing that we have to talk about when it comes to the pop culture news before we get into Scoop City, HBO Max is the name for now. Warner Bros. Discovery believes that HBO in HBO Max turns away potential subscribers. What? Like, I don't know how this is possible. Like, who was like, oh man, HBO? Nah, bruh. I want to watch Max, not HBO Max. Like, I don't think I don't think that happens, yo. I don't think that happens. I don't think people are not watching HBO Max because it's called HBO Max. I think HBO probably does have. I think HBO is probably the standard of why people watch HBO Max, is because they know when you watch something from HBO, it stands for home box office. So we know we're about to get some damn good quality from whatever it is that we're about to be watching, whatever content it is that we're going to be consuming, not necessarily anything else. So this is a very interesting thing for Warner Bros. Discovery to believe, and I hope this isn't like Discovery saying that, because it's like, bruh, your name is Discovery. Yeah, feel me? Nothing about Discovery make you wanna. What is their shit called? Like Discovery Plus? Like, they obviously don't know. They obviously don't have a good marketing team, so let's just stick to Warner Bros. And I mean, let's be honest, Warner Bros. Discovery is a terrible name. It definitely should have been called like Warner Discovery or Discovery Bros or something like that, but they were definitely both like, we're not changing the name at all, put them hoes together, and that's fine, you know, I'm okay with that. But I don't think HBO Max turns anyone away because the name is HBO Max, and I think if something was called just Max, people wouldn't watch it. Max Plus sounds like a maxi pad, to be completely honest. It doesn't sound like anything else. Like, it sounds like a maxi pad. So let's just hope that, you know, it's actually not, you know, let's hope that they just keep it HBO Max, because I'm not like, yo, HBO is the name that's known. HBO is a household name at this point, and HBO lets everyone know what's happening. You feel me? Like, if I'm watching something on HBO Max, I know that it's going to be good. I do not I expect a level of quality from HBO. 100%. And if they are trying to change the name, then that, to me, that means they must be trying to change the quality. Let's not do that. So, how do you guys feel about HBO Max wanting to change their name from HBO Max? And what do you think the name should be instead? Other than HBO Max? Because I don't think any other, I don't know if they're, like, I don't know if they want to choose a different name completely, or if they just want to take the HBO out of it, or if they want to call it, like, Warner Max or something. I don't know. But HBO Max is definitely the best name I think that they could use and possibly, you know, come up with right now. So let's just hope that they keep all of that the same, and they don't change anything too damn much. All right, that is it for our pop culture news. Let's jump back into the chat and see how everybody is kind of feeling about all of the stuff that we just discussed. Nighthawk says Super Mario Bros., TMNT, Mutant Mayhem, and Across the Spider-Verse are going to be great animated films, in my opinion. I actually agree with this completely. I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movie is going to be incredible. I think that's actually going to change the name and change the game of what the hell is actually going on with everyone and what's going on with all these other studios with what they do. They're doing the Across the Spider-Verse type of style, but they're bringing a whole new zhuzh to it, and I think that's super dope, and I think they're going to be great. I think it's going to be a great movie. Super Mario Bros., I really love everything that I've seen from it. Super bummed out about the voice acting stuff still, like a lot, but when that movie comes out, I'll be seeing it with my son, and then of course we'll do a out of theater review here on the channel, and we will also do a more thorough review on the channel as well. My son loves Mario. He is like a Mario fanatic. Mario is the first video game he got into as well, so yeah. Superman and Wonder Woman need to get their shine. In my opinion, Batman needs to take a little break. I agree. I think Wonder Woman definitely needs to have a little bit more of a shine. Superman too. Superman also really needs a big shine, actually. I think Superman and Wonder Woman do need like the similar amount of shine. We've had an abundance of Batman. And it's all cool, you know, like that's all fine with me. No issue with that. But like, come on, son, like give us a little bit more of Superman and Wonder Woman. They're the big three, and we've really only got the big one over the course of the last 10 to 15 years. You know what I mean? There's not been enough Wonder Woman or Superman stuff, period. Yeah, Zod's actor is getting very high praise. I think Zod versus Supergirl is going to be one of the best sight scenes in cinema. Ooh, okay, that's pretty zesty to say, but I do agree it's going to be insane, bro. I think it's definitely going to be insane, Nighthawk. Yo, Mike Davis, what's up with it, my guy? Welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a good one today. The fight between Zod and Superman shows me that a DBZ live action movie can be done if it's done right. Boy, do I agree. I don't know why we haven't got a live action Dragon Ball Z. It's honestly baffling that we have not got good iterations of anime in live action form with how big the superhero phase is. But that's probably going to be the next thing that goes big, right? Like, we came from our cowboy phase, then we went into or should I say we went from our western phase to our sci-fi phase to our like mystery real movie stuff phase, and now we're in like our superhero movie phase, and then maybe the next phase that we go into is anime and adapting anime stuff into actual solid projects. And I am hoping, like, fingers crossed, that starts with Avatar the live action Airbender on Avatar the live action Airbender. I like that. I'm going to use that. Avatar the live action Airbender coming to Netflix this year. I believe it's this year. With that show coming out, that is going to be the thing that lets all these other companies know, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, maybe even Amazon Prime. It's going to let them all know, do we want to adapt these things into more anime? Because we already see like Amazon Prime Video, I guess you could say, brings their animation stuff. They got Invincible. They also have The Legend of Vox Machina, as well as other animation projects. So seeing anime come to the table is going to be dope. We see Disney getting into their anime stuff with Star Wars and collaborating with multiple animation studios. They also collaborated with a lot of new animation studios for Star Wars Vision Season 2, which I think is amazing, and I'm super hyped for that. So I am very hopeful that we can see a live action DBZ happen at some point, at some time, for real. DC Films getting their shine, and I'm happy about that. I don't know about that, man. They really haven't been getting their shine at all, but they should be getting their shine soon. You know, they will be getting their shine soon. The DC fans have been more detriment to DC than DC has been to DC, just to be completely honest. I'm hearing good things for Shazam. Woo, you about the only person I done heard say that, brother. But I'm gonna see the movie, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about it when it comes out. IMAX is the only way to go, LOL, but I'm not expecting much from Shazam 2 at all. Bro, you can't expect much from Shazam 2. Like, if you just can't. It's not a thing. It's not possible. Love Momoa, but Aquaman 2 is basically a throwaway movie. Exactly. I love Momoa too. I think Momoa should never have signed on to be Aquaman, but I love Momoa. I think he's an amazing actor. I think he should be used in more stuff. It's actually kind of baffling that he hasn't been in more things. I would love to see him and Henry Cavill in something together, Hobbs and Shaw style maybe, or something along the lines of that, just because of who those two dudes are and the type of presence that they bring. Like who needs The Rock when you got Jason Momoa and Henry Cavill? I think they should definitely be doing stuff together more. I would love to see a movie with them in it. I think it would probably go freaking crazy if them two were in a movie together. It would literally break just everything. South by Southwest. Not sure what that's in response to. Liddy! Yeah. That lightsaber was amazing. This is amazing. Yes, Nighthawk, I agree. That was crazy. I legitimately never thought I would see something like that in my life. I need one, bro. Like, you know them things is probably like 2 bands if they exist for retail. Mike Beasley said, I enjoyed the show. I love Ortega. I love Ortega too. I'm hearing Jenna Ortega is in talks to get a major role in Beetlejuice 2. Yeah, me and Remy were just talking about that the other day, and I was like, maybe she'll be Winona Ryder's daughter in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be really cool. I'm loving Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday is solid. LOL, such a weird topic. Drop the HBO from HBO Max. Like, what the hell? Like, who brought that up? How is that even being brought up in a conversation, bro? You know what I mean? Like, that shit is crazy. What board meeting were they like, you know what? You know the reason why we're not getting subscribers to HBO Max? It's because of that damn HBO in the name. Like Netflix doesn't have HBO in the name. Hulu doesn't have HBO in the name. Like, bro, I don't even understand, bro. Like, they are just doing everything they can to just get it together, bro. They better keep the goddamn name how it is. Bro, for real. The name should be HBO Max. For real, for real. I'm concerned. I have faith in the live action Netflix. Like, I have faith in the Netflix Avatar, the live action Airbender. Yeah, bro. I don't think you should be concerned with the show, but I think you definitely should be on your toes about what happens with the show, just because it is a very big possibility that they fumble the ball. But I don't think they're going to. Like, okay, this is what I'll say. I'll preface this like this, right? They have Avatar the live action Airbender for Netflix is one of the highest has one of the highest budgets for a show like ever. I think they have more money than Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, but I think the only show that has more money than them is The Lord of the Rings that Amazon made, and that's because they damn near put like $1 billion into that show. That fumbled as well. They also are using the biggest LED stage that has ever been made. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records for it. The LED stage is what they use for Mandalorian, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and it's a new form of technology, so they don't have to use green screens, and they can so the actors can actually look around and not just be surrounded by green screens. They can actually see the set of what they would be on when the green screen is up. You know what I mean? They have the biggest set for that. The casting for it is legitimately top-notch casting. Everybody is of the correct nationality and descent, and they also all of them, legitimately every person in this movie knows how to do martial arts of some kind. They are sticking to the same. They have the same people that did the choreography for the show doing the choreography for Avatar: The Live Action Airbender. And I think all of that is nothing but W stuff. Like, there hasn't been one negative thing surrounding this at all. For real, I haven't heard one negative thing about Avatar: The Live Action Airbender on Netflix yet. And I think there's a reason for that. And I think it's because the show is going to be freaking awesome. The bending is going to be freaking awesome. I think they have one of the best visual effects studios working on it as well. And the visual effects studio did stuff like, I believe, Stranger Things. I think Avatar: The Way of Water. I believe some Marvel stuff as well. Some of the good-looking Marvel stuff. And something else. So we are like legitimately across the board when it comes to the live action Avatar, The Last Airbender. It's going to be amazing. Atla is in good hands. The only reasons why Mike and Brian, who are the original creators of Atla, left was because Netflix was trying to recreate things differently, which I don't think they should have done, but I'm okay with it. We just saw from The Last of Us that you can pay homage to stuff and change stuff and it still be amazing. And that's basically what Netflix was trying to do, was change stuff. But I don't think Mike and Brian wanted anything changed. I think they wanted a literal live action version of what has already happened with Avatar: The Last Airbender. But they wanted to do something, Netflix wanted to do something different. I believe in this, Sokka is the younger brother instead of the older brother, and Katara is older, and just a lot more things along the lines of that. Not huge changes, but changes that make sense narratively for the story of the show. Kind of what we were talking about The Last of Us earlier. So all of these things that I've just said, it leads me to believe that we are in good hands when it comes to Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I don't think there's anything for any of us to be worried about. Jason Momoa is Lobo more than Aquaman all day. Yeah, for real, bro. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe the way that they did it, bro. Like, that's just wild. That is the biggest difference ever. I think we've all talked about this before, but Hawk from Titans, the show. He's also Jack Ryan or Jack Reacher, I think, on Amazon Prime. He would be the perfect Aquaman. I don't know who it was that was discussing this. There was multiple of us that was talking about it, but he would be a wonderful Aquaman. And I think Aquaman should be the oldest one out of everybody. If anything, you know, like if we're going to get a younger Superman like we're supposed to, we know that Batman has to be a little bit older since he's going to have an 8-year-old son, and we already going to have the Bat family pre-established. We know all these things, right? I think Aquaman should be the dude that's like 50 years old versus everybody that, like, compared to everyone else. We should not have a backstory for we shouldn't get like a backstory movie for Aquaman. He's just Aquaman. Like, you don't need a freaking backstory for Aquaman. Everybody knows who Aquaman is. Legitimately, everyone knows who Aquaman is. There's like everybody. So, you know, I think we're in good hands there. I think we're in good hands with James Gunn. James Gunn does a good job with casting. He does a good job with all the stuff that he does so far. So I think we're in good hands. Crockett and Tubbs for Momoa and Cavill. Hell no, that's crazy. What's up with Antoine? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Welcome to the chat. If you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream because it definitely helps out tremendously. Y'all know how YouTube be tripping. You know, if you drop a like, it sends it to more people that need to be around to hear all this amazing nerdy news. Those sabers are probably a pretty penny. Most likely not for common folk. Nah, common folk is crazy. But nah, it's definitely not for common folk. Like, I read that comment, and I think it said that they use those at Disneyland. Like, they're the theme park things that they use for reasons. SXSW is South by Southwest. I perform at some of their events in the past. Yo, bruh. Mike Beasy, bruh. I'm telling y'all, he's that guy. I think live action Airbender will be dope. I agree, bro. I think Avatar the live action Airbender is going to be one of the gems this year, along with Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. Rebel Moon is going to be freaking crazy, y'all. I don't think anyone is ready for Rebel Moon. I want to watch Superman Legacy, The Authority, The Brave, and The Bold, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, Swamp Thing in Chapter 2 and 3. Do it, James Gunn. Yeah, bro. I think it's going to be amazing. I think Chapter 1 is going to be beautiful. Alan Richardson is his name. He was also Aquaman in Smallville. That's right. That's why we were talking about him. Like, bring bruh back to be Aquaman again. Make Aquaman great again. Nah, that's crazy. Let me calm down. He played Aquaman in Smallville. Yeah. I loved Smallville, too. Smallville was awesome. I knew I recognized Reacher from somewhere. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Yeah. He's from a lot of stuff. He's a W actor as well. I think it's safe to say he's a really good actor. I really appreciate him, for real, for real. Rebel Moon gonna be next level, bro. I don't think we're ready. Like, we're not ready for Rebel Moon, bro. Nobody is ready for it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. All right, y'all. You already know what time it is. It's time to get into Scoop Central, but man, I'm not gonna lie. Your boy is a little tired. I might need an energy drink. Yo, shout out to Ma Energy, bro. Ma is amazing. I love Ma. I'm not gonna lie. Ma is just one of those things that I just love. It's just delicious. There's no crash. You just don't need to let long days or hard crashes wreck your gaming or wreck your day. You don't need no pre-workouts or with extra ingredients. It's just simple energy made just for you to sharpen your perception with no energy crash. So click that link, go get you some MAW. It's bomb. They got some really good flavors. I love their green apple and I love their blue. I don't think it's blueberry, but it's blue something. I love the blueberry one and I love the green apple one. That's not what the names are, but those are both dumbass good. So make sure y'all go get you some MAW today because it's fire. All right. It is Scoop Central, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys don't know, what we do with Scoop Central is we get all the scoops that we find, and a lot of the scoops come from our man Mike Beasy, because he's the only one that we can trust these days, because everybody be spouting bullshit on the interwebs. But the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Beasy, he puts out all of these scoops, and we get all these scoops, and we tell you guys all these scoops, because the scoops are always W's. They're always A1. Much love and much appreciation to Mike Beasy. We want to get Mike Beasy on the show one of these days so we can just nerd the hell out on some stuff. Hopefully we can get that popping soon for y'all. And yeah, so with all that being said, we're gonna hop into these scoops and get it gizoing. Okay, we have quite a bit to cover. This is how Mike Beasy starts it, and this is how we know it's about to be a lot of shit that we about to talk about. We have quite a bit to cover. Iger has come back and moved a lot of things and a lot of people and a lot of projects around. So we're going to discuss some of what to expect from the major projects in development. This is how we're starting it, y'all. So just know we're about to get into spicy season. All right. As I've been saying, Mike Beasy says, Secret Wars is just way too big for one film. It's too big for two films. How about we add Disney Plus shows and spin-offs? That's the plan. Just like we had the Infinity Saga, now the Multiverse Saga will follow up and be called the BATTLEWORLD Saga. Consider each project in this saga to be on its own battle world, but still connected to Secret Wars, much like the comics. Man, let me tell you something. This is amazing, bro. Like, this is awesome, okay? This is, we've already been talking about this so much. Like, Battle World, Secret Wars is just so big. There's no way. Even before we got the scoop from Mike Beasy, I was like, bro, there's no way that they're going to be having Secret Wars in one thing. And I asked Mike Beasy, I was like, yo, Beasy. And Beasy was like, yo, no, I'm just playing. But I asked Mike Beasy, I was like, yo, bro, we have to get like some multiverse something. And he was like, nah, we are going to get multiverse somethings. And we talked about that in like the show a couple weeks ago when Mike Beasy confirmed to us our suspicions of there needing to be a battle world, there needing to be a whole new thing happening after Secret Wars, after we get through all of this, because there's no way it can just end at Secret Wars and that be it. It has to be more. And what we're getting right here is that it is going to be more. We're going to have the Battle World Saga follow up the Multiverse Saga. It's still going to be connected, but it's all going to be about different stuff that's going on within the multiverse. And this is just, this is amazing, bro. This is amazing news. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for this, bro. It continues on. No, it's too late now. Mike Beasy has another scoop for us, and this one is regarding the man, the myth, the legend, Wolverine. During Secret Wars, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, will face off against Hulk, just like in the comics. This idea was originally planned for the solo movie, but since Secret Wars will place a spotlight on battles, this is where it will happen. So, who will Wolverine fight in his solo film? A character I've been talking about for a couple years now, Omega Red. See you back in Madripoor, bub. So yeah, that's right. These Battle World movies and the Battle World Saga that's going to spin off from the Multiverse Saga, it's going to have a solo Wolverine movie. We're going to get a solo Wolverine movie, and not a reboot Wolverine movie, a Hugh Jackman Wolverine movie that has him fighting Omega Red. And we've already talked about some of the amazing fights that are supposed to be occurring in Secret Wars. Like, we're supposed to see, like, you know, the Venom v Spider-Man, the whole shit. We're supposed to see a whole bunch of shit go down. It's supposed to be insane in Secret Wars. But no, and we already know that Deadpool 3 is happening with Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine, and, you know, of course, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and they're going to be going throughout the time or the multiverse, either one, either going to be going throughout the timeline or the multiverse doing different stuff. I'm all for it. I'm all for it, bro. And then we're going to have this movie with him fighting Omega Red, and it's just going to be a whole bunch of Battleworld spin-offs of just shows, special presentations, and movies of ass-kicking galore for all of the amazing superhero stuff, bro. Like, this is amazing. This is amazing. So I am so ready to get this Wolverine solo film from the MCU, bro, and have it be connected to the MCU. Yeah. And have it be connected to what's going on within Battleworld and stuff like that. I would love to hear how you guys feel about this and what you guys, you know, feel about Wolverine, having a solo Wolverine MCU movie, seeing Hugh Jackman returning, seeing him fight Omega Red, and it being in Madripoor. Like, how do you guys feel about all of this stuff, bro? This is some sauciness that we're talking about here. Okay. Now, moving on to our next thing, our next scoop of the day. And this scoop is this one's not my favorite one. The other ones I like a lot more. But this is a scoop that I'm pretty happy about, because this is something that we've all been waiting for. Not just me. A lot of you have been waiting for it, and that is Silver Surfer. Yo, remember a long time ago I told you Silver Surfer would be getting a solo project on Disney Plus. It will be a one-shot special like what we got with Werewolf by Night. It will, as I said, follow Norrin Rad before he became the Surfer and detail the events on how he became what he is now. And if you know his story, you know what that means. Galactus will be introduced in this series, bro. Like, yeah. And you know what? There was a time where I thought there was no way in hell that we would get an announcement like that in a Disney Plus show, right? Like, there was a time where I was like, there's no way they're going to use Disney Plus to, like, introduce mutants. Like, there's no way that they're going to use, you know, Disney Plus shows to, like, really build up the future of the multiverse saga and stuff like that. Boy, I was wrong to the umpteenth degree, bro. Like, do you know how wrong I was about that? Look at the things that we've seen from Disney Plus shows. It's introduced some of the biggest things that we've got. It's been some of the biggest realizations and some of the biggest things that we have found out have been in Disney Plus shows. Loki with the whole multiverse. The multiverse was created in Loki. The events of Loki are directly responsible for what happened in Doctor Strange and in Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, bro, from a show, we got built up like that. We got build up like that. Definitely next level. Definitely next level, bruv. And I love it. I love that. And what happened in Miss Marvel, you know? He's like, yo, something about you, you know, your genes, you know, they mutated. You're a mutant. And then we get the like, what the is happening? Is this happening in a Disney Plus show? You know what else happened? We see that the Bengals are connected to the 10 Rings, bro. Disney Plus show. Like, the Disney Plus shows are directly connected to the MCU, and they can do grand things. There is no reason to think that they would not put amazing shows, amazing movies, amazing standout things like this on Disney Plus. For one, because think about the subscribers that they will be getting for that. think about the subscribers that they'll get if they have a Silver Surfer show or a series or even a special one shot of Silver Surfer. Think about the subscriptions of people that are going to come to see that because Galactus is in that shit. Like, come on, son. Come on, son. I am all the way here for that. I'm all the way here for it. And I would love to get a better understanding of a different planet like that. You know what I mean? Get super attached to Norrin Rad. Get super attached to him and everything that he's doing on his planet as being just a normal person. And then towards the end of the show, we all know what's coming for him. The same way we all knew what was happening to Andor. Like, but it doesn't matter. We get super connected. We're invested with the people. And then, boom! We lose everything alongside Norrin Rad, and he becomes the Silver Surfer. And now we are that much more connected to him and to Galactus because we've seen the type of fear that Galactus can actually put into people. Hell yeah, son. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I need all of that. I need all of that. And I think all of you need all of that too. But if not, I'm definitely interested in knowing. Let me know how you guys feel about Silver Surfer being a one-shot special presentation on Disney Plus in the likes of Werewolf by Night. I am actually pretty pumped for that. How do you guys feel about Galactus popping up there? You know what I mean? Is that something too big to be on Disney Plus in your eyes? Or do you think that's just right for Disney Plus? Do you think having those one-shots are just the way that we need to be introduced to some of these characters as to we're not wasting time watching these series and having, 9 episodes of basically nothing or not having to, wait for these movies to come out in theaters either. I think, going from movie to project is a wonderful way to do it. Having these special presentations, they definitely need to have more. I think Disney Plus needs to have full-blown Marvel movies that are just made for Marvel. That are just made for Disney Plus. That's where I think the future needs to be. And we're probably going to get that with the Multiverse Saga when we get closer to Battle Worlds and the different shit that's going to be happening there. We're no doubt going to see a lot of that stuff. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get a Planet Hulk movie that may be coming straight to Disney Plus instead of going to theatrical release. And I would love that. I don't think that should be a one-shot presentation, but I do think that could be a straight to Disney Plus movie. Even though it would be amazing to see in theater, it would be one of the ways that they could possibly get around that contract that they have with Universal. Maybe that's only for publishing movies and stuff like that or something. I don't know how they can get away with it, but I'm super down for that, and I can't wait to see the Silver Surfer live action because I think it's going to be amazing. All right, let me know how you guys feel about that Silver Surfer scoop. And moving into our next one, this scoop is about, you know who it is. Nah, it's not. Nah, you don't. You don't know who it is because I haven't told you yet. But Dark Knight, baby. Dark Knight. What the fuck? Ghost Rider, baby. That's what I meant to say. That's my bad. I did not mean to say Dark Knight. I meant to say Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, the Ghost Rider movie will lead straight into Midnight Suns, and Mephisto will be the main villain of that film. The Punisher will also be on the team with Blade, Glyph, Werewolf by Night, Elsa Bloodstone, and Man-Thing. And Man-Thing is supposed to be getting a one-shot special that will be coming soon, and you can't forget the Man in White, Moon Knight. And it's supposed to And not only that, but we're supposed to be seeing more R-rated stuff coming into the fray. We've kind of talked about this already, but Deadpool isn't going to be the only R-rated film, but we're going to have Deadpool, Blade, for real, Blade is going to be R, and Wolverine, the movie that we were just talking about right now, that will also be an R-rated film. So we are looking at multiple amazing R-rated films. I don't know if we're going to get... it doesn't specify whether Ghost Rider or not is going to be R-rated, but I do believe it would be super beneficial to have Ghost Rider be R-rated, but at the same time, it might hurt that movie specifically a little bit more. But Deadpool, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Punisher, all that stuff, all of it should be definitely rated R. And I would love to see a rated R Doctor Strange movie as well. That's just something that just came to my head right now. But I think it would be completely amazing to see an R-rated Doctor Strange movie. Imagine if Multiverse of Madness was rated R. It would have been way better. The general audience would have loved it so much more because of the blood and gore that would have just ensued with all the things that are going on with people getting their faces ripped off and shit like that. But that's not the only thing that we have to talk about when it comes to Ghost Rider, Punisher, Midnight Suns. No. There are 3 directors on the short list for Midnight Suns, one of whom Mike Beasley has already mentioned. We have Guillermo del Toro, Sam Raimi, and Zack Snyder, yo. Zack Snyder is actually Zack Snyder is the one that he's mentioned before, and they want Zack Snyder for a few projects, not just Midnight Suns. So it's very possible that we could be seeing some Zack Snyder MCU content coming at us fairly soon, sooner than we think at least. Would he take that on? I don't know. Who would you guys rather have direct the Midnight Suns movie? Guillermo del Toro, Sam Raimi, or Zack Snyder? We've kind of already seen what Sam Raimi has done when it comes to Multiverse of Madness, and I do think not having that R rating and not having as much as that creative control as he may have wanted, definitely probably put a hurt on that movie a little bit. But I think if he got another chance to do something like the Midnight Suns with that R rating and have a lot more of that going in there, I think it would be amazing. And we already know, I think honestly, like Guillermo del Toro for Ghost Rider, Sam Raimi for like Blade, and Zack Snyder for like the Punisher. I think that would honestly kind of be possibly the best way to put those films to the people that should do them. I think Guillermo del Toro is a super creepy type of vibe dude, and I just think that would be, well, I think Guillermo del Toro could do either Ghost Rider or Blade, but I think I would kind of rather have Sam Raimi do Blade. No, maybe give Blade to I don't know. I was so sure at first with what I said, and now I'm just poking so many doubts and holes into everything that I thought beforehand. But I think Guillermo del Toro would be a really good job with Ghost Rider just because of the spooky vibes, and like Ghost Rider is like super demonic and stuff, and I think Guillermo del Toro really likes doing that, especially if you've seen his Cabinet of Curiosities on Netflix. I think that's just more of his type of vibe that he could definitely do. I think Sam Raimi could definitely bring that Blade into the fray. I think it would be a little bit too cheesy, but I do think it would still be solid. But Zack Snyder, man, I think Zack Snyder doing a Punisher movie is right up his alley. But at the same time, I want to see him be able to have those awesome like superpower stuff to just deal with and make people use. So I could see actually, bro, give him everything. Like, let him do all of the stuff. Let him do Midnight Suns. Let him do all of the one. If anybody has a solo movie, let him do those. Let him do Blade. Let him do Ghost Rider, and let him do Punisher. Yeah, let him do Blade. Let him do Ghost Rider, and let him do Punisher. Give all that to Zack Snyder, and then let him do the movie as well. I think that would be freaking awesome. Actually, I think that would be pretty dope. But yeah, that's kind of what I think about that. But I would love to hear what you guys think about that, and not only that, but all the about all the other scoops that we've talked about. Because we have talked about we've talked about a multitude of things today in general. Which one of these scoops are you most interested in? Which one do you want to see the most? Are you hyped about the Wolverine movie? Are you hyped about Secret Wars and the BattleWorld saga and what's going to be going on with that? What are you guys hyped about? Are you hyped about Midnight Suns? What is it that has you guys ready to go? We already know Bob Iger is back. The man Bob Iger is going to be doing it. Bob Iger is going to be out here. Bob Iger is going to be doing the thing, and he's going to be out here really switching things around and changing it up and allowing all of the fans to get what they want out of what they want, and that's awesome. I'm not going to lie, I'm hyped for everything that's coming in the future. Really hyped to see this Wolverine rated R movie that's supposed to be happening. I was super hyped for Silver Surfer. I love me some Silver Surfer, for real. and the Punish, and I'm just hyped for Midnight Suns and Ghost Rider and all that. It's really dope that Ghost Rider will be leading into the Midnight Suns. It makes a lot of sense. So that's probably the one that I'm most excited about. Just because of all the, like, it's a real, that's really the only new team that we know about realistically that's gonna be that, like, we have enough characters to be on there that hasn't been really, it's the formed unformed team. Basically, it's the only team that's unformed and formed, the most formed and unformed one. But I'm so hyped about all of this, bro. Like all of this sounds so cool. And I think all of the Midnight Suns projects should be rated R. But it sucks because they can't go into a rated R movie like that really for Doctor Strange, because he's already had 2 out of his 3 be PG-13. So you can't now move him to rated R for the last movie in his trilogy. He has to stay PG-13. You know what I mean? So they can actually get like a solid trilogy, mark everything the right way. XYZ, XYZ. Probably the same way why they wanted to keep Deadpool R, XYZ, XYZ. But moving forward, having everything be R after that, it's going to be dope, bro. Like, the Midnight Suns definitely needs to be dark as shit. Everything should be rated R. Everything should be gory. Everything should be bloody. Everything should be insane, wild, and having people question their sanity almost, just because that's just what the vibes are. So that's all of our scoops, pop culture news, and open discussions for that we've been having today. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Let me know how you guys feel about all the different things and stuff that we have discussed today in full length. Definitely start the combos in the comment section down below. If you guys aren't already, make sure you guys join the Discord, because we are always having combos. And if you want to start a combo about some nerdy stuff, you can always start up a nerdy conversation in the Discord, and either I'm gonna hop on there or someone else in the Cord will definitely hop on and get nerdy with you, because that's what we do around here. We get nerdy. So yeah, bro, I am super hyped. I'm super excited about all the stuff that we've talked about today. If you guys haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream, because it definitely helps out tremendously with all the things that we do around here. If you guys are watching on the replay, I appreciate you for staying to the end. You can drop a in the chat. You can drop a up and away in the chat if you stayed to the end on the rewatch. Let me know in the comment section by saying up and away in the chat. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys follow me on social media at Sensei Finito. You can check me out on all platforms at Sensei Finito: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. You can check me out there. That is where I post all of my thoughts, my theories, all my thoughts, theories, and feelings about anything that's coming out anything that's going on. Basically, thoughts, theories, and reviews on there. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me on another amazing Marvel Bros Monday. You guys are all freaking awesome. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for being here with me, because you guys definitely make it amazing to do this and stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and all that stuff like that. I appreciate you guys, and as I say all the time, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only streams, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred walkthroughs. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.